Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, in this video, just a look at the situation we're dealing with here in terms of, okay, are we now in a fifth wave or not? I sincerely hope we are. But of course, I don't have any objective evidence for that, okay, at this stage. Bitcoin looks a little bit better, but Ethereum, yeah, I can't say it, right? It's too early to say, but I can give you the levels to watch out for. And as I said in the last video, if this is the fourth wave here, then it must hold. The support must hold, and Ethereum must not drop below the Wednesday low at 1818. 1818 was sort of the 50% retracement, and typically Ethereum likes deep wave fours, but Ethereum doesn't like a wave 4 below the 50% retracement level, which assumes that if we go below that level, I cannot really say it's a wave 4 anymore. It would already probably be the wave 2. Again, in this video, we take a quick look at the short-term bullish scenario and the short-term bearish scenario. 1818 is the pivot point. We're very close to that now. And as long as 1818 is holding, my view is we have a chance to rally in a fifth wave into the low $2,000 region or just below $2,000. Around 2000, okay. But below that level, we have to look for a deeper pullback, and that's the short-term bearish count into the region between 1694 and 1782. Short-term bullish scenario assumes that a larger wave 2 obviously finished here in June, on the 15th of June, had a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, a wave 3 up, and this is a wave 4, which honestly must be complete in this wave count. But if this wave count is not the count, then we're going to break 1818. Yeah? It has maxed out what it can do in this wave 4. Also time-wise, I mean, this is a massive wave 4 now. Shouldn't really go any lower, and price-wise anyway, shouldn't do. So from that point of view, I'm watching now for a possible breakout to the upside, but I have only, yeah, it's not convincing at this stage. So we retested the trend line from below. Retest at the moment successful, not really bullish at this stage. Yeah, it failed to break above. And we also have this yellow trend line, which I added to the chart, which basically forms a bit of a price channel with these lows here. And I need to see both broken, to be honest. And then we have at least a first signal that things are changing. I mean, a higher low would help if we make a higher low here and then have another chance, yeah. But yeah, I mean, the idea is that, you know, against that pivot point, of course, the focus can be on higher. Price action is not convincing at this stage, but that can change at an instant in the crypto market. If it goes lower, then support is 1782, 1746, and 1694. That would then be the short-term bearish scenario, in which I would have to assume that this wave 1 already topped on Friday. We are already in the wave 2. I gave you a possible short-term bearish count in the previous video, and we said that it is likely that this was a wave W. This is a wave X. No, 1 second. It was like that. Wave W, which bottomed here on Monday. And then basically the idea of a possible A, B, C structure in a B wave, yeah, and then come down. Possible, no, X would sit here, then A, B. Yeah, no, this is the count, sorry. Got mixed up here with a few things. No, the idea is, 1 second, take that out. Yeah, the idea was wave W, wave X, which topped on Tuesday, and then here an A wave down, a B wave up. And I think I talked about in the previous video, if we now see a B wave up and we get rejected here, then the C wave could follow next in wave Y. But we'll see. Nothing's decided. It's a bit in no man's land, squeezed between support, the important 1818 pivot point, and can't really break out yet. So let's see. Bitcoin has a chance. I guess if Bitcoin rolls, then Ethereum can follow. But it is certainly weaker than Bitcoin at the moment. So it's certainly who's leading the market at the moment. It's Bitcoin. So we need to pay attention to Bitcoin at the moment. Ethereum is following. There will be other times when Ethereum is going to be leading again, but not at the moment. So if Bitcoin has a chance to break and Bitcoin breaks to the upside, then Ethereum is likely going to follow. Ethereum is unlikely to break without Bitcoin to the upside. Yeah. But yeah, these are the assumptions. And if we can rally in a fifth wave, obviously it needs to prove it. Then a target would be sort of just below $2,000. We can look at a few target ways of measuring targets. So the first one is we take the length all the way up to wave 3, go to the current low of the wave 4, and then we've got this range here between 1935 and 2008. Problem is 1935 is not long enough. We wouldn't even make a new high, so it must be sort of around the $2,000 mark. 61.8 extension. And another way of measuring is just to take the length of the wave 1 to go to the low of the wave 4. And here we can see we're looking at the area around 1958 is the 100% extension. 1991 is the next one. So maybe starting at $1960 to $2,000 is sort of a likely target for the fifth wave. Bear in mind that the wave 4 has come quite deep, so it's likely going to struggle to really make massive extensions, but we will see. It depends on if we can hold 1818 or not, and we literally, there is not much more to talk about here. We're sort of at the limits of TA now. Or we can call out now is the very well defined pivot points, the requirements to prove to us, that, how can ETH prove to us that the wave 5 is running? All of that has been communicated. There's not much more now. We just need to wait and see. But yeah, it's not very convincing to the upside at this stage, unfortunately. So we need to get, we need to know what happens if we break below 1818, and that would be a deeper pullback into this region. If we look at some of the indicators, not the 1 hour, but let's do the 4 hour. I mean, it would have further space to the downside, before getting oversold. I think it would match this area quite well. Looking at the daily chart, it's in the bullish range still, which is good. It's not dropped back into bearish. That is helpful because that indicates possible further upside pressure, but it also is possibly getting a bearish crossover here, but it has avoided it for now. So at the moment, no reason to panic here. But yeah, it now needs to show some movement, and volume is quite low as well. Volume, look at the volume, not really massive yet, but if a third wave rally should start, we should see that in the third of a third wave rally. But for now, volume is still quite low. But yeah, again, it's underperforming against Bitcoin. So yeah, patience needed. Possible inverse head and shoulders forming here. Talked about that as well. Yeah, if you look at that, left shoulder, head, right shoulder possibly forming. Let's see. Yeah, that would be possibly bullish, but we're not normally focusing on these patterns. But when we see them and they align with the wave count, we can bring them up. Yeah, that's my update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.